Hello dear students and welcome back to school. I'm very excited because I'm going to teach you technology. My name is Hussein Ghabris. We are going to learn about computers and how to use them to do and practice a lot of things together. Let's get ready and start our first lesson today for this semester. We are going to do exploring Windows operating system, but before that, I'm going to give you a brief revision about the parts of the computer and different parts of operating systems. Let's get started. As I told you before, we are going to learn about computer parts, types of operating system, then we are going to do Windows 8 overview, then Windows Start Screen and Desktop Overview, and finally we are going to describe how to use Windows 8 with a touchscreen device. Let's get started. The types of computer. Let's talk about the parts of a computer. What do computer have? Number one is called monitor or screen. What is a screen or a monitor? It's a device that shows information or images on the screen, right? Let's go and talk about number two. What is number two? Number two is a keyboard. What is a keyboard? You can input text into the computer, right? If I want to type anything, I have to use a keyboard. Number three, it's called a computer case. What is a computer case? It has all main parts of the computer such as CPU, which is the brain of the computer. This is very important, you have to know this. Number four is a mouse, not the mouse that you see in cartoon. It's a different mouse, of course. This mouse is a small handheld device that controls the computer with a cursor on the screen. If you have a computer at home, you can see a cursor on Windows. If you move the mouse, the cursor will move with the mouse, right? What is number five? Did you see number five before? I believe yes. Number five is a printer. What is a printer? It's a device that accepts text and graphics and print them on a paper. If I want to print a picture, for example, I have to use a printer. If I want to print a document, I have to use a printer. What about number six? What is number six? Number six, these two things are called speakers, right? It's a device that gives us sound. If I want to listen to music or a movie, I can use the speakers to listen to the movie or the music, right? Okay, now we are going to talk about different types of operating systems. All computers have an operating system, also called an OS, to run application, programs, movies, pictures, and games on your PC or computer. Common operating systems are Windows. This is the logo of the Windows, and it's from Microsoft, of course. And we have another operating system called Mac OS X from Apple, and this is the logo of Mac OS X. And the last one is called Linux, and this is the logo of Linux. Okay, let's talk about or look at the visual overview of starting area in Windows 8. You can see here the start screen appear after you sign in into Windows. You use it to start application, for example. Here you can see the user icon. You can change this anytime you want. And here you can see the name you use to sign into Windows. Okay. These are called, all of them, tiles. And each tile consists of a shortcut to an app. For example, this tile is a shortcut for a calendar application. This one, for example, is a shortcut for application camera. This one is a scroll bar. You can scroll left or right to see more tiles. And last thing is the live tile displays content that changes frequently. For example, the weather, etc., etc. Okay. Here we are going to talk about Windows Start Screen and Desktop. This one is called the Recycle bin. What is the Recycle bin? If I delete anything in the computer, it goes directly to the Recycle bin until I remove it permanently from the Recycle bin. This long bar is called the taskbar. This one is an icon. This one is an icon. Do you see this one is for Internet Explorer? It's an icon. This one is for folder. It's a small picture. These two application or icons are pinned on the taskbar. They are fixed on the taskbar. This one is a notification area. I can see the connection of the internet here, the status of the connection of the internet. Here I can see the date and time. The flower is the desktop background or theme, and the whole area is called desktop. Okay. When we use Windows 8 with a pointing device, what do we do actually? We are interacting with objects, tiles, and icons. We already saw that before, correct? So what is a pointing device? A pointing device, such as a mouse, is to move the pointer over the location and object on the screen to point to them, correct? How do we use the mouse? We can click or double click, right click, or we can drag and drop to interact with specific objects. We are going to see that in details when we go back to school. Okay. Now we are going to use Windows with the touch screen devices. If we are using a computer with a touch screen, we are going to use our fingers. Like the phone, for example. Do you use a mouse or keyboard or use just your fingers? Our movement makes you touch the screen with your finger are called gestures. The 6 basic gestures are tap, press, swipe, slide or drag, pinch, and rotate. Now we are going to talk about tap. What is tap? Tap is to touch an item with your fingertip. You see here? You touch it with your finger. Press. Touch and hold an item. Here you're gonna touch and hold your finger on the screen. What is swipe? Swipe is to drag a finger across the screen and then release it. See? It drags downwards with the finger. What is slide or drag? Drag a fingertip across the screen without releasing it. Do you see this icon? This is how we do slide and drag. You put it here and slide it, drag it over here. Okay? What about pinch? Touch the screen with 2 fingers and then drag your finger towards each other to zoom out, or drag your fingers away from each other to zoom in. With 2 fingers, you just put them and drag them away from each other. This is pinch. What about rotate? Touch the screen with 2 fingers, then drag either clockwise or counterclockwise. So I just put my 2 finger over here and turn to rotate them. This concludes our lesson today. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Can't wait to meet you in class and practice everything in our technology lab at school. Stay safe and God bless you.